Oh, July 23rd, 2012. Oh, let's go right over to the news. What is happening? Okay, a lot of gasoline analysts are saying that fuel prices in the U.S. are about to go up about 46 cents a gallon. There is a reason why. According to them, about 10% of our fuel supply for transportation is made up of ethanol, which is grown from corn and other grains. In the U.S., we're having a severe drought and heat wave, which will probably continue from now on. It's been going on since last winter, and it has destroyed much of the corn crop and other grains that ethanol is refined out of. Because of the low ethanol, we'll have to import more gasoline, which will cost more. And as you know, gasoline supplies on the planet are dwindling. Let me show you why. So fuel use in the U.S. has done this all along until this depression, and it's now doing this, and somewhat like this. Fuel refinery has been doing this. And now, since it's past peak, it is also starting to decline. But because the economy is flattening out and people aren't buying as much gasoline, you can't tell that the fuel, there isn't as much being refined here as there was up here. When and if the economy was to pick up, the fuel use would start to go back up again. And because this is going down, you're going to have that cross. And this is where the problem will start to happen. Right now, the fuel cost is rising purely because of Wall Street, and it always has been for the last couple years at least. Wall Street goes up, the fuel prices go up. It goes down, it goes down. Let's go take a look at what Brent Crude is doing today. Alright, over the several days we've seen a roller coaster, but Brent Crude does follow Wall Street, and Wall Street is going down today. So we started at 107 roughly, went down to 106, did the up and downs, and started the decline. And we just kept going down and down and down, all the way down to 103, back up, back down to almost 102, and then it skyrocketed back up to 105, and at present it is at 103. But I think it's going to fall even further, because that's what Wall Street's doing. And with that, let's go see what gasoline prices are doing. Inexpensive gas station. Expensive gas station. And kind of curious to see whether there's any barges in the bay. The last 3 days, there's only been one in San Francisco Bay, which brings gasoline supplies to northern, central, and southern California and parts of Oregon. A little windy today, so we're down here, but we can still see 3 barges in the bay. Alright, there's some very interesting news coming out of Russia. Gazprom is one of Russia's largest oil and gas companies, has come out and said that the U.S.'s fracking operation is unsustainable. The reason they say it's unsustainable is because the cost of drilling and transporting and storing the natural gas is going to cost more than they can sell it for. And let's not forget that they're using oil, gasoline, and diesel to do the drilling and to transport it. So we're taking something that's not liquid fuel, using our precious liquid fuels up to get natural gas. It doesn't make much sense, because natural gas is good for heating and for industrial use where heat is needed, whereas liquid fuels is needed for transportation. Natural gas will never work very well for transportation, if at all, even though we're going to soon find out, aren't we? Okay, and one more thing. Apparently there's some more warnings going out globally that there's going to be a global food shortage. In fact, it's starting right now. Who's going to suffer? All the people that can barely make it now. Wheat, corn, and soybeans are going to affect the U.S. the most. For the deniers, I just wanted to show you another day in the U.S. Okay, this is the U.S. Up here's the East Coast. Let's go in for some closer look. Those are 90s. Oh, and look at this in the Midwest. 102. 103. All the way up north. Let's take a look up north, see how far up it goes. Oh, look at that. It goes way up into Canada. More heat over here in the southwest of the U.S. Come on. Firefox doesn't work anywhere near as good as it used to. It's quite a piece of garbage now. Okay, as we zoom in, 101, but I've seen it up into the 120s before in this area. Today it's a little cooler. Continuing our denial on climate change only is going to make things worse, not better. Isn't it time that we start riding the bikes more while we can before the weather gets so hot that we have to spend the entire summer locked up in a box just to keep it cool enough for us to live in? That's pretty pathetic. And this is just the beginning. Alright guys, until next time.